factory-built cars are €1 million, but it even has the book signed by Mr. Healy himself. So
Really?
that's kind of cool. They were built from 89 to 92, and these cars are going at the moment 50% a year. This and it's one of the most dangerous cars ever built. Yeah, it's all the power on the back wheels. It doesn't have any road-going qualities at all.
Cześć, z tej strony Adam, witam na kanale Global Motors. Jest z nami Dominik.
My name is Dominic. I'm a classic car dealer here in Italy. This is Legendary Classics. Yeah. And we have a nice selection of classic cars.
Właśnie, zaraz Wam pokażemy z Dominikiem dokładnie, jakie ma ciekawe samochody.
I like this very much because it's an original Le Mans version, so you can drive the Mille Miglia in this one. It's Mille Miglia eligible, which is a big thing, of course. Everybody is looking for Mille Miglia cars. There were 620 built in the factory, and then there were 620 kits made that they gave to some Healy dealers and some Healy clients to rebuild their car to a Le Mans version.
To Le Mans, yeah.
So they are exactly the same as the one that were built in the factory, only they are about 900,000 euros cheaper because the factory-built cars are €1 million, and a car like this is 90, 100. But it's actually a cool car, and this one even has the full history with it, but it even has the book signed by Mr. Healy himself. So
Really?
that's kind of cool. That's kind
that's
of cool.
cool.
So it's really a rare car. There are only a few left, and yeah, it's kind of cool that you can drive the Mille Miglia with it. The difference between a normal Austin Healey 100 and a Le Mans version is not that crazy. Yeah? The engine has a different camshaft, it's a little bit faster.
What kind of engine is
this is a 3-liter engine.
3 liter?
Yeah. It drives like a car. Yeah? Listen, it has some power, it has the wheels totally on the corner, it doesn't weigh anything. So you can really drive it, eh? It's kind of fast, yeah? So, yeah, it's cool, it's good looking, it's one of the most good looking classics ever built in my opinion, but okay, who am I, eh? But I like them, and this is a good color scheme also. I'm more of a Porsche guy, if you, okay, we have Porsches in all sizes. This is kind of a cool car. This is a 964 from 1990. It's the turbo, it's the Bad Boys turbo. The one that they used in the movie. It's a 3.3. This is
with turbo.
With turbo, and this is properly fast for a classic Porsche. And this car was restored in full, so it was totally taken apart, back to bare metal. So the paint was done, the engine was done, the gearbox was done, the brake systems were done. So everything is new on this car, and these cars are going up in value blindingly fast. We don't know what's going on with 964s. They were built from 89 to 92, and these cars are going at the moment 50% a year. It's ridiculous.
50%.
It's ridiculous.
Good.
It's ridiculous. And we do not know how long this is gonna go like that.
I know.
But they're getting properly expensive now.
How much is for this one?
$199, and I must say that is actually for this car a good price on this specification. It's seal grow, it has a full history with it, everything is known from the car from day one to now. It only had 2 owners from new, so it's a very cool car.
It's European version?
Yeah, this is a European car.
They even put the wiper on the back.
Yeah, listen, if it was me, the wiper would go, but it's originally there, so we leave it on. You know?
The newest version that doesn't have it.
It's a good-looking car, and you can really drive it. It's a good investment.
What's the mileage?
In principle, it's a few hundred now again. Originally, the car has, if I know correct, 83,000 kilometers on it originally. But since the car has been totally rebuilt, it's actually a few hundred test kilometers that are on there. Yeah, it has some nice Speedline rims on it. It has the right shoes on it.
I still have a couple of Volvo
P1800s, the famous Saint car.
Yeah,
as you can see. They're kind of sexy cars, and The thing is that they have been a little bit of a stepchild in the
It
classic
doesn't
car
look
world.
like Volvo, you know?
Yeah.
You think about Volvo, you think about SUV or sedan.
They're very different, and I must say, these are up and coming cars in the classic car world. You know,
You think it's good investment?
Yeah, they're going up in value very, very fast. This is a car that is an older restoration. In the front, I have a fresh restoration. So this one
Inline engine, yeah?
Yeah, and this one has been driven, of course. This is not a car that you have to buy for the fact that it's Concorde. This is a car that you need to buy because it's a very well maintained, very well kept car. You can drive this every day if you want. You know, they're strong as an ox, these things. This is a manual. Most that were delivered were manuals, actually. And then you have a few of the glass ones, the brake ones. They are very rare, yeah. But I like this model better. This is a little bit more sporty, you know. I have a blue one over there.
Nice
and
cockpit.
then I have a red one over there that is fully restored. And they start to sell very well, actually. 190 SL, yeah.
You like it, eh? I see a
do.
couple of them here.
I do. You know, this is a proper classic. Yeah, this is the most investable car, I believe, from the moment the famous 300 SL Gullwing has become a little bit out of reach of most people because they are $1 million and more, and this is the next best thing, you know. And they're fairly agreeable to drive. They look great. They have been going up like crazy over the last few years. This is a car that has been restored in 2016, fully restored. Every nut and bolt has been done again, and it has been driven since a little bit. It's actually like new, and I think the car is better now than when it ever came from the assembly line, you know, because now every millimeter is measured out, you know. So it's actually a nice car. If you look at this, if you look at the engine, this is all brand new, original Solix carburetors on it, which are notoriously difficult to adjust, but once you get them right, they are right. And this is a very nice color scheme. The unique gray with the red interior is very attractive.
The classic cars have big radiators, they do.
Yeah. And they need them, because they become hot fast, you know. Yeah, and if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. We had one that had a pressure hose. The pressure hose got busted from the oil. The client didn't notice the warning lights, and within 200-300 meters, the engine seized up, and then we're talking 14,000-15,000 euros to rebuild an engine. So it's not the most fun if it happens, you know.
You have a nice Shelby over there.
Very rare. There's only one left in that specification. There were about 216 built in that color, but then in those specifications, in the end, in at least one car. There's only one car in this color with this interior, with the bucket seats and these axles. And it's, of course, it's an original Shelby. It's not a clone, it's not a rebuild, it's an original Shelby. It has been repainted once in its life, but for the rest, the car is totally original. So nothing has been changed. It's only been maintained well. And yeah, it's very, very, very rare in this scheme. Take a seat if you want. Let's see if it fits you. This is a proper muscle car. Big V8, a lot of sound. And you still have to work, in a car like that. There's no systems to help you out. There's no
have to watch
ABS.
out,
It's a proper driver's car.
It have aircon, everything.
This is a 71 or a 72, if I'm correct. And in those days, the Americans were building fairly luxurious cars against what we were doing in Europe. In Europe, the sportiness was more there. America, it was all about luxury, so air conditioning, electric windows already in those days. You have Cadillacs from the 50s that have electric windows.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you sound so surprised, Adam.
Yeah, a little bit. I like American cars, you know.
Since a few years, 996s, 997s are going up in value. They're very nice cars to drive. They're very agreeable to look at. So Yeah, we do those too. And we actually do cars from 2017 and 2018 and more also, but it needs to be something special then. A turbo or a GT2 or something like that.
Not regular.
Not a regular Carrera like this. This car we have here because this was actually owned by the father of a famous appraisal guy here in Holland. And you can imagine what kind of car the father of one of the best appraisal guys in Europe had. So this car is extremely original, not a scratch ever paint on this car. And it has all the options that this is one of the few manuals that were delivered. And it has all the little options that nobody normally takes, like an Alcantara roof line, that kind of things, you know. And not too much kilometers on it. It just has over 100,000 kilometers. It's only been maintained by Porsche themselves. So this is a little bit of a holy grail car for people who like the cars that are totally documented, you know. And then, yeah, we try to have cars that are a little bit different than most, you know. Like this is a C3 Corvette, but it's first of all, it's a big block, it's a full convertible, it's a manual. And then in '73, they had this little moment that they were in between models. So this has the chrome bumper in the back, but it has the fiberglass bumper in the front already. So on the scale of rarity, it can't be more rare than this because it's all a little bit different. Big engine, manual, different bumpers, all these things. So yeah, that makes it a special car. And we did a full rebuild of the engine ourselves. So we know that the car is good and it's actually fast, I must say. Yeah? If you have to drive these with an automatic, it's only straight ahead and
I know.
And wait until it does something. But this you can really drive sport.
Yeah, more feeling, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You can play with the clutch and you can rev it and it really goes, you know. And if all the rubbers are done, because normally these cars, if they are fresh from America,
they just want to go straight.
You turn the wheel and the car comes 2-3 seconds later, you know.
I know.
And this one, all the rubbers are new, everything's sorted out, so you can drive it sportly and you can steer with it, you know. So it's a proper sports car like this.
You drove it, the Corvette?
Yeah, it's a C1. I bought it last year. Listen, it's one of the most dangerous cars ever built. Yeah, it's all the power on the back wheels. It doesn't have any road going qualities at all. Yeah, no. But it looks cool from every angle. Cool. Yeah, and it's actually one of the few American cars that look good from every angle. It's a really nicely designed car, and it's kind of cool to drive. And you feel as a very big man when you're in it, you know. Yeah, and we bought the car last year. We gave it a paint job, and then I should have put it online already, but I like the car. And I drive it once in a while, and I haven't put it online yet. Because because I don't know if I want to sell it, you know.
You have some sort of these cars that you don't want to sell?
I have a few Porsche 356s, and I have a 911, and I have a few things that come by and that capture your heart, and then. But the problem is I'm a better collector than a trader, you know. That's my biggest problem. So,
I know.
And this one, I don't know yet, you know. Maybe I'm gonna put it online, maybe not. But at the moment, I still like it. So, at the moment, it stays here, you know.